This case is about a young man who, after enjoying a meal with friends at his go-to restaurant, was later on abducted and forced into a black car, never to be seen alive again. I'm gonna take a deep dive into the events that transpired before, during, and after his abduction, as well as the possible motives for his kidnapping and murder. Jamar Allison was a 26-year-old young father and a talented athlete who previously received a soccer scholarship along with his twin brother, Omar Allison. In the evening of June 1st, 2018, Jamar had visited a restaurant called the House of Jerk near Rexdale Boulevard and Highway 427 in Etobicoke, Ontario, Canada, with his brother and friends, a restaurant where he usually dined alone.
He came with a group with his brother, a couple friends, and his girlfriend.
After Jamar parted ways with everyone, 3 men described as black and wearing dark clothing forced him into a dark Dodge Caravan with tinted windows and drove off. Omar said that he had left moments before the abduction, and it was only minutes after he got on the road on his motorcycle that he noticed his cell ringing repeatedly. He chose to ignore it the 3 times it was ringing. He then pulled over to answer the call, and a friend told him in a panic that Jamar had been abducted. Omar rushed back through the traffic to get to his brother, only to realize that he was gone. He said, "They waited for traffic, waited to lose me, and then I lost them. That's probably something that will haunt me for the rest of my life." Omar was able to contact Jamar and said he never heard him sound so uncomfortable. He said, "I could hear the guys in the back hitting him." Omar said Jamar told him over the phone to bring his abandoned SUV to a house he used to live at in Rexdale, and that he said, "Please do it now. Please do it now. Don't call the police, whatever you do." Omar then dropped his bike, rushed over to Jamar's SUV, and drove to Jamar's old house. Then he waited. Omar then said that the abductors arrived dressed like police officers, and one of them went to the SUV and took out a bag, which he said most likely contained money. When they left, he went back into the SUV and chased them, but was at a disadvantage after he lost a contact lens while in pursuit. Since Omar did not contact the police, there was no other way to chase down Jamar's abductors, and so they got away. Soon after, the ransom calls came in, and the abductors demanded $100,000. Jamar's family paid the ransom for his return, but hours later, his kidnappers stopped responding. Police were now involved, and there was not much they could do as the abductors were long gone, so they reached out to the public for help, describing Jamar as a 6-foot-tall man with a thin build, wearing a black shirt and pink shorts at the time of the abduction. Toronto police investigated his disappearance for the past 2 years. But then on October 6, 2020, police were called to an area of Hamilton, Ontario's Windermere Basin Park, and a cadaver dog and a ground search team uncovered human remains. The remains were sent to the Center of Forensic Sciences for testing, including dental records, which proved to be Jamar. Jamar's family was upset, as they were holding out hope for the past 2 years, hoping maybe he would reappear. It was said that his body did not drift into the park from the nearby harbor, and it was not buried. The park was described as a nature-style park near the Skyway Bridge, with long reeds and marshy areas, a somewhat of an isolated, desolate park, and that whoever put Jamar there has some familiarity with the area. As well, Jamar had no known connections to Hamilton, and police did not know why his body was discovered in that city. Since the weather has impacted the condition of the remains, it was difficult to pinpoint exactly how long the remains were there for, but it is likely since around the time of the abduction. Police at that time did not say how they believed he was killed, but they were working to determine a motive. One motive police looked at was in relation with drugs. Back in March 2017, Jamar was one of 5 people arrested in the biggest crack cocaine bust in Thunder Bay's history at that time. Thunder Bay police officers had seized 350 grand of crack and powder cocaine.
Yesterday evening, around 10 p.m., officers with the Drug and Gang Unit of Thunder Bay Police Service executed 4 search warrants at an apartment building located in the South Cumberland Street area. This has been an ongoing investigation involving drug dealers from the GTA region coming into our city. They're high-level crack and cocaine dealers. As a result of that, we have 5 persons in custody. One's a Thunder Bay resident, and the 4 other persons are from the GTA area.
At the time of Jamar's disappearance, there was a war raging within the world of organized crime in southern Ontario. And based on where Jamar's remains were discovered and his role as a drug trafficker, it was deemed as a plausible theory. However, it was never proven to be the case. Another motive that was looked at was a clothing brand that Jamar was involved in launching before his death. The clothing brand Hybrid Garbs is a business that he started with his brother Omar.
It's come to my attention that some of our new customers don't even really know the history behind this brand. What does this mean? It's crazy. Some people don't even know I'm a twin. And that's wild. I mean, I guess you could say it was. But the point is, I never started hybrids. Yo, it was this guy. I mean, truth be told, I don't really know who's who here. But the point is, one of them man there started the brand. Not me. Us, but not me. But one of them man there. Yeah.
The brand sells apparel such as sweatshirts, bottoms, socks, and headwear, and has become a successful clothing brand that has worked alongside Foot Locker and has gained a loyal following and customer base. It is not said as to how the clothing brand may be a motive behind his death, just that Jamar disappeared at the time he launched the brand with his brother. That is all for now on this case. Who do you think abducted Jamar, and why? Why did the abductors take the money but never return Jamar? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Your support is greatly appreciated. And I will see you next time on Melanin Mysteries.